A lot of times when we're single, we can get wrapped up into relationships, beginning of a relationship, dating people who aren't emotionally available and may not even be physically available, but we get sucked into the vortex. I'm going to tell you why today we should never be dating anyone who's separated. And I know there might be several people watching this video today that are in this situation, and I'm going to tell you it's a dark hole. The odds of it working are very small. The odds of a roller coaster relationship when you're dating someone who is still married, separated, I don't care, cheating behind their partner's back, I don't care, promising you the world of how once they're free, you're the only person, I don't care anything about that. You are going to go through a roller coaster like you can't believe, and the odds are not good that it's going to work out. You're tuned into David Essel's Daily Video Boost. Take notes, take notes, take notes, and do one thing today. Maybe it's ending that relationship that you'd rather not do. Over the years, I have worked with more people than I can count on two hands and 2 feet that have been in an affair or in a relationship with someone who's separated, who's still not divorced and hasn't been divorced for a long time. They could be separated for 1 year, 2 years, 4 years, and you're going to go through a roller coaster. If you haven't started it yet, it's going to happen. In our book Focus, we talk about that you can't serve two masters. There's no way. You cannot, if you're the person who's separated and you're not divorced and you might still be living with your soon to be divorced, let's say husband or wife, or you may be separated from them, living in a different house, but if you're dating someone else, that someone else is going to get screwed. If you're the person dating someone who's still married, even though they're separated, it's going to be a roller coaster. They cannot put out 100% effort into the relationship with you when they're still tied legally to a partner and possibly children in the house still, or maybe even children out of the house or no children. It really doesn't matter. But you're going to go through a roller coaster. I remember years and years and years ago, I started dating a woman, and I met her on a dating site, and she had put that she was single. And 60 days into the relationship, I had fallen head over heels when I overheard a conversation with her supposed ex-husband about a court date. So when she got off the phone, I said, "What's the court date about?" She goes, "Oh, the divorce." And then she looked at me and said, "Uh-oh." I said, "Yeah, what's this all about? I thought you were single." And she said, "Well, you know what? I've been separate. Listen to this. I've been separated for 4 years. I feel like I'm single." And she went on and on trying to justify, but it didn't work. Over the next 30 days, I stayed for another 30 days. It was nothing but hell on earth. She would say that she was going to be able to do something with me, and then all of a sudden she had to race to her attorney for an appointment. Or her former husband was coming over to drop off the kids early. He was supposed to have them through the weekend, and it was Friday night. He had decided to fly out of town, and guess what? All of a sudden she was canceling plans with me. And it was one of those things that if she was divorced and she was honest with me, I probably would have said, well, this is what happens when you date a divorced woman with children, is that these things are going to pop up. But it really hurt extra deeply because, first of all, she had lied. And then secondly, she wasn't available. There were so many canceled dates. There were so many promises made, broken, because she was going through hell. Eventually, I let her go. A number of years later, I talked to a buddy of mine who was in a relationship with her, and she was still separated, not divorced, and he was going through the hell that I went through. So listen, the greatest intentions in the world, the greatest promises in the world by someone who's still married are often going to fall short of reality, and you just have to understand that. What's the answer? This is a toughie. I tell all my clients to end the relationship and tell their partner that they're dating who's still married that when the marriage is over, but this isn't it, when the marriage is over and they've been single for 12 months, to reach back out. And that if you're still available, you can meet with them. Here's the other problem that comes into play that we've seen happen so much. Once that person who you're dating is separated, does finally get a divorce, so many times they will then say to this person they're dating, "You know what? I've been through hell. I just need a break. I need a break from dating altogether." And there you are left holding the bag. Don't put yourself in that situation. If you need help, because this is tough, if you need help, go ahead and contact me via this video or at our website, talkdavid.com. Okay, let's get it all cleaned up and straight. Have a beautiful day.